Hello, Argentina.
Let's...
My friends and I want to practice English.
Okay.
This
Nonsense. I think they're scams, but let's try it and see how far it goes. There was a little fight between two photographers. We've had a big problem. Look at how the camera ended up. I dropped it while I was recording a time-lapse there, filming the sunset. I'm showing you this as part of my blog too. And I saw a DJI store, which is the brand of my camera, to see if they can fix it for me. DJI store here, and well, they just sent me to another address, which is where they do the official DJI repairs. And they told me that the new camera, if I want to buy it, is out of stock. So I have no choice but to get it fixed. Or, as my own alternative, I can record with my DJI Action 2, which is the old one over there. So our video's gonna come out with worse quality? We're in more trouble than I thought, man.
Xin chào. Hello. Speak English? Yeah. I have this problem. I have to repair the camera.
You want to fix just the screen, right?
Yeah, it's just the screen where it's broken.
Is this still working?
Yeah. If you move it, it's turning on.
The guy told me it could cost me around 3 million ton, which would be a little over $100 for the repair, and it could be ready in 1 or 2 days. He broke the camera. I had to stay one more night, and at the hotel they told me my room wasn't available, but for the same price. They gave me this room, they moved me to another one. Look at this. I have an extra bed here and the bathroom is normal. And the craziest thing is that even though it doesn't have a window, it has a balcony. And look at the way out to the balcony. Because out here, look, it's all soundproofed because outside here is the chaos of the street. This is where the party is. Look at this. And we close here, bam, and we close here, bam, and goodbye to the sound. Well, I just got a call that the camera is ready. It turned out cheaper than what they told me. They had estimated 3 million tons and it's gonna cost me 2 million. And on top of that, it was supposed to be ready in 2 days, but it's ready this afternoon. Well, still, I won't celebrate until I get there and look at this traffic. I just hope I make it alive. Salvation here. The people from G saved my life. In Ho Chi Minh, you came back to me saved. Well, we keep vlogging, folks. Goodbye. A little fight broke out between two photographers.
Hello. Do you have free time?
Yes, I do.
My friend and I want to practice English.
Okay, I think these things are scams, but let's try it and see how far it goes.
Can we record a video for our teacher?
Yes, sure, okay.
Thank you.
Is it a scam or not? Let's see. There are these little scams like that. For sure, they won't steal anything from you here, but there are these little scams that your friends or others might pull. Then they take you to have a drink somewhere, they're in on it, and they charge you a fortune.
And what's your name?
Topo?
Oh, Topo from Argentina.
Argentina?
Yes.
What do you know about Argentina?
I know about soccer.
Oh, soccer.
Is this your first time in Vietnam?
Yes, it's my first time. Oh, wow.
I see that you're very kind.
Thank you.
What is your first impression of Vietnam?
Okay, I am really impressed with all the different architecture that shows the history of the country. For example, you have French buildings mixed with really new constructions, all in the same city, so it's really impressive. Vietnamese food? Yes, I like it. I tried the banh mi bun.
Banh mi, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say hello to my actors. Spanish, we speak Spanish. Hello, hola, hola, yeah, hola.
Hello, Argentina. Yes. If you have to describe...
Describe with 3 words.
3 words about...
Ho Chi Minh.
Okay, history. Something, yes, motorcycles, yes.
Oh, thank you for your help.
Come on, have a nice day. What are you studying? English? Oh yes, at the university? Yes. What is your major, your degree?
E-commerce.
E-commerce, commerce, yes. Can I hike? Yeah, sure. Are you a YouTuber? Am I a YouTuber? Yeah, wow.
Yes, wow, wow.
The famous one, and why not, so highly regarded. I live as I want.
We are participating in a charity program to help homeless people. And another product we have here is a milk powder.
Oh, okay, I come from Argentina, so I don't have any money. Okay, our president said, no money, thank you, yeah, thank you so much, thank you. They wanted to get money from me of all people. Come on, if it was something real. Well, come on, we help, I don't know, but come on, this is a big scam. This guy here, Olis, without saying goodbye, say goodbye to the scaffolding. Look how they use those forklifts. That's how they paint all the facades on this street, which is called Nguyen Hue, where the Ho Chi Minh Monument is, the city hall of this city, and it also leads to the river. It used to be a branch of the Saigon River, but it was filled in and turned into a street. We could say that it's the Juan B. Justo Avenue of Vietnam. Here, all the city workers work. This is socialism, folks. And speaking of that, you might be wondering, what's up with Vietnam after its reunification? Well, it maintains a pure, strict socialist policy with some tensions with China, some little issues there, some problems. But in 1986, they implemented Doi Moi, which is the policy of reform and opening up, similar to what China did in '78 or Perestroika in the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Well, in this case here, it didn't go as well as in China, but it also didn't go as badly as in the Soviet Union. How does Vietnamese socialism work? A market socialism. The state also controls a large part of the strategic companies, energy, transportation, and banking. There are also 5-year plans, but there are things like healthcare, for example, which charges low amounts, but you still have to pay here in Vietnam. And university also charges tuition. If we look at it in terms of understanding the types of socialism, yes, all the streets are full of propaganda, communist propaganda, with all kinds of messages, proclamations, and so on and so on and so on. You might be wondering, what do these Vietnamese propaganda posters say? I'm wondering the same thing. Ho Chi Minh City welcomes the new year 2026 with joy, strongly promote the spirit of self-sufficiency, self-reliance, and self-honesty. We celebrate the 80th anniversary of the day President Ho Chi Minh called on all nations to take part in physical exercise. And on this one here it says to the heroic youth of Ho Chi Minh, promoting tradition, enthusiastically fulfilling the duties of military service. And here it says that for the future, I ride a bicycle, long live the bike, man. Later, poverty is quite low. It's below 5%, but you have to see what criteria are used to measure it. Despite that, the Vietnamese economy has more than significant growth. Gross domestic product has increased by an average of 6% per year over the last 20 years. And the city with the highest growth in all of Vietnam is Ho Chi Minh. And you can see it in all the skyscrapers we have. Look at the massive building we find just a few meters from the old French Quarter. As it says there, it's the Vitebsko Financial Tower. It's 262 meters tall, has 68 floors, and was inaugurated in 2010. It was even the tallest building in Vietnam until 2018 when they built the taller one that's there now. We're going to go inside in a little while. And the design is inspired by the lotus flower. Up there, if you can see, there's a helipad and there's also an observation deck. It all looks like that building we saw in Posadas Misiones, which also has a helipad on its rooftop. But unlike that one, the one here supposedly works. Basically, it's an office building. Here is the headquarters of the Vitebsko Group, as well as the headquarters of other important Vietnamese companies and also international companies. Something new in Ho Chi Minh is its metro line, which was inaugurated at the end of December 2024. It was very recent, but it had been planned since 2008. Well, things happened, as we can see there. On the map, there are about 6 metro lines planned, a tram, and even 2 monorail lines. But also, as you can see, all of those are in gray. The only one that works today is line 1. Is it okay, Novita? Are we going to try it out? Pretty much. Even though there's a booth to buy tickets, there's no one inside. So we have to use the vending machines and we'll see if they accept cards or cash. There will be a total of 14 stations. We're now at Viên Thanh Station, which is where the journey begins, right next to the market, and we're going to head to Vinh Sisoi Station. There are 14 stations in total on this metro route, which covers almost 20 kilometers. There are 3 underground stations and 17 elevated ones. Let's change the language to English, and there we go, let's do it. We select the final stop, and it costs us 20,000 tons. It looks like I need to get the SUV out. Well, actually, the trip costs 20,000 less than $1. And it doesn't accept cards, you have to pay in cash. It asks you to put the money here, although there is actually a card option, but it's not enabled. I'm gonna pay with 50,000, I hope it gives me change. It didn't come back. Let's try this other one and see. No, those guys over there told me it wasn't a problem. I put in a 100,000 bill and it worked. Here we have the Ho Chi Minh Metro card. You keep this one, right? Or maybe I'll buy a couple and we'll raffle them off at the theater show. I'll be waiting for you in Cipolletti on March 14th and in Rosario on March 21st. And maybe you can get a Ho Chi Minh Metro card as a gift with credit on it. It says that photos are prohibited, but commercial ones, this isn't commercial, it's a blog. Well, whatever, let's see what's up. No way, you could pay directly with your card at the turnstile. Oh no, I can't believe it. Could I have used the Coco card and paid for the Ho Chi Minh Metro with it? The train is waiting for us here. Ah, he's rushing me because it's about to leave. I don't mind, I'll wait for the next one, no problem. We're already inside the Ho Chi Minh Metro car, we're about to depart. They run every 10 minutes and we're going to see how long it takes to travel the 20 kilometers from end to end. It's 3:18 post-meridian. The stations in their design are very similar to metro stations in China, but the rolling stock is Japanese from Hitachi Rail. Each train set has 3 cars and a track gauge of 1,435 millimeters. So, could this unit operate in the Buenos Aires subway? And another fact, Ferro Bobby, is that they have a rigid catenary. It's not necessary to mention that these cars have air conditioning, otherwise it would be impossible to ride here with how hot it gets. We've already passed the 3 underground stations in downtown Ho Chi Minh, crossed the Saigon River, and now the train switches to its elevated format. Crossing the Saigon River is like crossing the Riachuelo. We're already in the suburbs of Ho Chi Minh. Well, still, there are huge towers in the suburbs, but you can also see modest houses now. And everything is in that contrast, which is impressive, a result of the real estate bubble, gentrification, and the growth of this city. It's estimated that 200,000 people use the metro every day. And something worth mentioning is that the announcements are made in Vietnamese and also in English. And here we see on the map that the names are translated, but actually it's pretty much the same, except in some cases. Something nice about traveling on the metro is that there are no tourists, it's all Vietnamese people. It's a way to get a bit into the reality of this population. For example, there we can see a worker, a communist worker, and the language barrier prevents me from communicating too much. But look at this, since they are shorter than Westerners, the handles are set really low. I'm not a tall person and yet it reaches my face. This is one of the stations where the most people get off, the National University Station. It's 15:46, 28 minutes. It took us to complete the entire route of Line 1 in Ho Chi Minh. Something I like about this design, and that is similar to how they have it in China, it's the containment door here, which prevents accidents like falling onto the tracks. And these 2 doors close simultaneously. And here we can clearly see that the frequency is every 10 minutes the train that brought us just left. There are a total of 17 train sets, and each one can carry up to 930 people, 147 seated and 783 standing. And you're going to ask me, un topo por el mundo, Topo, what speed do these cars reach? Well, in the underground section, they can reach up to 80 km/h, but in the elevated section, they can reach up to 110 km/h. And now we are at the other terminal station, whose name is very difficult to pronounce in Vietnamese. And we can see that it's very beautiful. Like the other one, very new, brand new, and here we have a public restroom. I think the other one has it too, but I didn't get to see it because the train was already leaving. And here there are also chargers with cables for all devices. Do we have to pay or should we just try it? Yes, it's charging. Actually, I should charge it because it's at 21%. I wanted to show the inside of the public restrooms, but they're always occupied. Still, they're clean and well maintained. And even though this is the only subway that works in Ho Chi Minh, it's not the only subway they have in Vietnam. There's also a line that's been operating since 2021 in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. You have to swipe your card when you exit because it charges you different fares depending on the stations you travel through. And there they have an office for fare adjustments. If you paid for a certain station but went further for any reason, you pay the difference there. Here we have the entire fare chart. The maximum is 20,000 tons, but if you only travel one station, which is the minimum, it's 7,000, and in between there are different fares. And let's take advantage, since we're at the last stop of the Ho Chi Minh Metro, to explore the surrounding area, I suppose, I infer. I get the feeling that we're already in the suburbs of this Vietnamese city. Let's strip our visit of all that superfluous tourist lethargy. You can see some pretty nice buildings over there. It looks like this is the place to cross. Honestly, it's a mess. I'm gonna see if I can go around to the other side. Here's a motorcycle workshop. There are so many that there must be a lot of workshops. Xin chào, xin chào, xin chào, xin chào. The glass is gonna fall, man. They're gonna wanna kill me. What is that, man? A mobile temple. What could it be? And here we have a machine graveyard, an excavator. There's all kinds of stuff abandoned there. Vietnam has a pretty strong resemblance to China. If we could buy countries online, it's like Vietnam is China, but bought from Temu. Vietnamese dogs are attacking me. They're barking in Vietnamese. These Vietnamese dogs don't forgive. Here I managed to get into an alley. I love immersing myself in these places. All the houses are open, like in this whole area. Insecurity is practically non-existent. There are no robberies, nothing like that. Every now and then you might find a pickpocket in the tourist areas, but yes, unlike China, I do see people begging here. That does happen. Yes, bye. I really wish I could learn Vietnamese and talk with these people, but well, you can't learn every language. It's like they live here, in a pretty humble neighborhood on the outskirts of Ho Chi Minh. But ever since they got the metro just recently, the value of these properties must have increased substantially. Soon all of this is going to be hyper-developed. The next time I come back to Vietnam, I'm going to see it and say, do you remember when I came to this area and there was nothing good? It's not like that anymore. I just got into the Ho Chi Minh Metro in Vietnam, and look. This mega tower that we see here is the tallest in all of Vietnam. It's called Landmark 81. Precisely because it has 81 floors, it's 461 meters tall, and it was inaugurated in 2018. They say it cost about $1.5 billion, and it was built by one of the largest companies in Vietnam called Vinh Hom Pha. It's crazy, the number of motorcycles passing by here is infinite. Here, speed isn't measured in kilometers, but in Vietnamese per hour. Suddenly, I started walking around the Vang Tang metro station area and I ended up in this beautiful place. It's an oasis in the middle of Ho Chi Minh City. There's even a pool, a public swimming pool. They charge you 80,000 dong to use it. Ah no, look what I found here. It's a restaurant without waiters. You choose what you're going to eat here on the screen, and supposedly the food comes out down here. Let's try it. The future has arrived and it's in Vietnam. Okay, let's pick something to try. I'm going to order Malaran soup, which says bestseller there. We add it to the cart and something to drink. I'm tempted by the Coca-Cola, but let's go with an orange juice. A digital machine will squeeze it for you too. For now, there's no one here. Look. Okay, it's making a noise. We lift this up and here comes the juice. Look, there's the machine working. It's a conveyor belt. All right, what's up? Was this prepared by a human? Everything made by robots is cool, huh? I like orange juice made by robots. It's wonderful to be able to replace human labor with technology so we can focus on more enjoyable things. Let's see. Okay, here we are, the perfect mushroom soup to eat in this heat, huh? Let's see, how is it? This robotic soup, not bad. It was kind of expensive because of Andamita's prices. The soup is 60,000 the juice, 39,000 I have to pay to you. Okay, something that catches my attention. The payment isn't with machines, it's in person. You could pay there by hand, with a card, with whatever, using coconuts, but no. And from here, with this wonderful view of Landmark 81, the tallest tower in Vietnam, and with the metro passing by in the background, I'm going to say goodbye to this episode of A Mole Around the World. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.